Hi, this is my artistic critique on someone else's work. So, this is a carved sculpture, the medium is foam, and it was made by Brianna Goodman. This is an abstract piece of art, so it's not explicitly anything. It's just some shapes and lines freely flowing around. There's also two holes carved inside the sculpture as well, and the feeling this piece gives me is a combination of feeling free while also being entangled as well, and I'll get into that more later. But first off, I think the use of shape and form in this piece is excellent. The way the sculpture flows around is just super smooth. When looking at this piece, my eyes are kind of wrapping around it. I suppose it does matter at what angle you look at it, because from this left picture, from this point of view, my eyes go all around the piece. So it starts from here, and then I go down, and then I wrap all the way from the back, and then it restarts. It's an endless loop. But with the right picture, this point of view, I don't get that same feeling. I still get the idea of being free, and this flowiness is still there, but it feels like these are two separate pictures, or sorry, two separate forms, as defined by the single line right here. So I guess it really just does depends. Sorry, I guess it really depends on the point of view, but regardless, the idea of this flowy freeform nature still resides. For other elements like color, it doesn't really apply here since the entire thing is purple due to the medium, so I can't really judge it on that. But there are some elements of light that I like. The statue is carved in such a way that the shadows are clear and harsh. Like here we can see that the light is shining very bright, but then when we get to this carved edge, it becomes way more darker. This angle that's specifically carved here creates this contrast between the light and the dark, and I think it's it's very successful on that. I think the effect done here is extremely well, especially on this left circle right here. We can see that this carved angle is here, and it gets darker the more you get in, and I think it creates this really cool effect. My interpretation of this piece is that while it is conceptual, I think it shows the idea of being free form while also entangling yourself. The lines and form of this piece are super fluid, but it looks like it's strangling itself at the same time as well. It sort of represents the idea that despite freedom, you can still trap yourself within the freedom. Being responsible with freedom is key, or you'll struggle and entangle yourself. As we can see here, it looks like it's just like entangling itself, despite the freeform lines and shape. I think this art is super successful at both visually being cool, aesthetically pleasing as well, while also correctly using shape, line, and form to create the entire freeform shape. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it because again, it is abstract and this is my own take, but that's what I got from this piece. Whether the idea of being free while also trapped is intentional or not, the message it gives to me is still very effective and very good. I think this piece does a very good job on all fronts. And that is my artistic critique.